So we got the Oblivion Remaster today and oh boy was I hyped. My god, I've been playing ever since and I've been loving every part and minute of it. They did an amazing job remastering this game. Honestly, to me it feels like we've just gotten our first brand new Elder Scrolls game since 2011 Skyrim. And yeah, that's something. So, all the footage you see here has been recorded on PC and that's the only platform I've played the game on so far. But dude, does it look awesome. Everything just feels more alive. They upped the menus to make it all look better, but they still let them have their Oblivion style / flair, if you know what I mean. Like they didn't change it in a regard that it's unrecognizable from the original game. They just made it better. Playing the game on ultra resolution does make it look crazy beautiful. Like the details and stuff are perfect. The controls on the other hand I needed a couple minutes getting used to. The game just feels a hell of a lot more realistic. Shooting a bow, for an example, just felt really weird. Not even close to Skyrim's archery, which is actually what I was expecting. This game just gives you a lot more feedback from the arrows and tension of the bow, it seems. Nothing to complain about though, I actually really like it a lot.
Damn, bro.
As for the story, it didn't really change anything, I guess. Maybe some very small tweaks to make progression in some parts a little smoother. I had the feeling there was a very small change in the map / layout when I was closing the first Oblivion Gate at the beginning of the game. But I might be wrong, it might also just be the extreme change in graphics and better looking environments. It's really hard to remember and tell all the small details apart from the original game precisely because it's a while ago. Not that it matters though. The combat they did change a lot. It is so much better and more fun to play. Especially the melee combat had needed some fine tuning and that's exactly what they did. It's like Skyrim all over again. I say this because the release of Skyrim is the closest in my mind. Menus are exactly the same as they previously were in Oblivion, but I thought they would have tweaked them more like Skyrim's menus. I did like those a little more. It was just clearer where everything was and most items were more easy to find, I guess. But still, it's just a matter of minutes getting used to. Your wielding magic or magic wielding is also the same as the original Oblivion game, which is understandable, though I was expecting them to turn again more towards the way Skyrim did it. There is no literal wielding magic. You more or less always wield it by using the short key, which in default setting is C. Hitting this key will automatically fire the ability you've selected in your magic tab. I've usually got heal set up there. This is actually fully the same as the original Oblivion game. They had the same tweaks and it was the same way using the magic and wielding it. So, yeah. The progression system in the game is set up in different categories. When you fire up the game, you get to choose a couple of main abilities that your character will focus on. This means that those abilities will level faster than other abilities that you do not select for this category. When everything is set, your skills level by themselves by just doing stuff in the game. Like running around will level up your agility. Like jumping a lot will level up your agility faster. So, when leveling up, you need to find a place to sleep or medicate to be able to use the perks you unlocked by leveling up. You get a number of points you can spend on 3 random skills from the list you selected at the beginning of the game. For me, an example, at the start I chose to spend them on agility, strength and intelligence. But I wasn't really sure how I wanted to build my character, though it seems like one-handed might be just it, since that's what I've been messing around with from the start. So when you return to the capital city after the first few quests in the beginning of the game, you really start noticing how beautiful the game has become. Especially the statues and stuff just look super realistic, really cut out and really refined. It's awesome. Though I've got to drop in, they could have made the running look a bit more realistic if you ask me. Like, of course in the original Oblivion you were not able to run, so they added the running. That's a new feature. But like, I'm not complaining, but come on, they fine-tuned everything till the max and when my character runs, it looks like he's constantly falling forward or if he's running vertically. So, that's not really well done, but it doesn't matter though. It just looks a bit weird. But I do not want to complain in any regard. Because if it wasn't clear already, I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan. I've put crazy amounts of hours into these games and for me this is like reliving my childhood all over again. So I'll probably finish this game pretty quick and then you'll see a full review pop up. So better be watching out for my buy it or leave it. Thanks for tuning in to this first impressions video and I hope to see you guys on the next one. I'm gonna dive back into Oblivion and I'll resurface in like 50 hours or something. So you'll see me in a couple of days. Bye.